Hi everybody, I hope you're having a beautiful day and welcome to my channel and welcome to a Q&A video. God, a little over a week now by the time I'm filming this, I asked y'all to ask me some questions on a couple different places. I asked you to ask me questions on Twitter, Instagram, and in the Discord. So right below me I have my little iPad with, all of the questions that I have picked out for now. I'm sorry if I didn't get to yours. There's a lot of them in 3 different places, so I'm just going to be looking through and picking through and answering some of my favorites. There's a few questions that were asked in a couple different places a lot by a few of you, and I'm probably going to turn those into their own videos just because I feel like there's enough content there for their own video, and one of those being my skincare routine. I want to take you through my skincare routine at some point, and it'll be fun. So we're gonna start with Twitter just because that's where I saved some screenshots first. And the first question is, how do you value your time now compared to when you first started content creation? And I definitely value my time a lot more now. And I think it's because I definitely burn myself out. I feel like I used to spend like so much more time working, and it used to make me happy, which is why I kept doing it. And I love working, I love my job. I'm very, very lucky to be doing this. But my old routine after I was done stream, I used to end stream, go back through the clips, clip something if nothing had been clipped, edit it, and post it, and then I would leave my office. So I would stream for hours, then sit down, do all of that, and then I would have like my free time. And just the thought of like that being my everyday makes me so exhausted. And I'm like, I have no idea how I used to do that. And so now I'm like, I definitely value my time a lot more, and I definitely put more time for like me and taking care of myself and doing things that I want to do that aren't work. And it's been very, very good for my mental health. That's actually such a good question for really like recently, because I've definitely been, that was like my goal for this year, was to really take care of myself more and prioritize my time. And yeah, I've been doing that. I've been working out and playing video games off stream, and I'm gonna start like getting into more crafty hobbies again that I put away. And I feel like, yeah, prioritizing my time, valuing my time towards myself and not my career, even though I do still work a lot, it's been really nice. The next question is favorite cheese, melted and solid. I feel like my favorite melted cheese has to be like a good cheddar on like, like a chili or something like that. Like a good melted cheddar on a chili is like the best. I absolutely love it with my entire being. My favorite cheese solid, I feel like either has to be goat cheese or brie. I think goat cheese. I really love goat cheese, and I like how versatile it is. I feel like you can pair goat cheese with a lot of things like sweet and savory, and it's like just absolutely incredible. And I feel like, yeah, melted cheddar, solid goat cheese, even though goat cheese is like a mushy solid cheese, it's fine. That's my answer. I've always wanted to know what sparked the feet hands idea. So this was asked quite a few times, but it's a pretty simple answer. For those of you who have no idea what like the feet hands is, or the heat as I like to call them, this is a picture. This is a picture. They're horrific. I love them. I love cursing the internet with them. So I was making like a reference to Aeon Flux on stream a long time ago, specifically to Sathandra's feet, hands, and stuff, and we were talking about it, and apparently a lot of people in my stream at the time hadn't seen Aeon Flux, so I showed them a picture and they were horrified, and it was so cursed and awful, and I laughed, and I'm like, I want to give myself hand feet. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna curse you all. And they laughed. And then that night, I posted my very first hand foot photo, and Twitter's response was so funny to me that I keep doing it periodically now. And it kind of turned into one of my things, and it makes me laugh. But yes, my inspiration was directly from Aeon Flux. That is why feet hands exist in my content. And yeah, I feel like they're becoming a little more few and far between just because I don't like Twitter. But I do have fun making them. So, it's been a minute. Who knows when I'll strike again. What was your first horror game? I'm not 100% sure. It depends on what you would constitute a horror game as. I feel like Majora's Mask might have been my first horror game because it's dark and creepy. It's obviously not like a stereotypical horror game, but I'm talking when I was like 5 years old. Playing Majora's Mask, it scared the hell out of me. So if you want to go like what scared me as a kid, definitely Majora's Mask. I feel like if we're gonna go to what actually scared me as like, I guess an older kid, I was in high school, I think, when I played my first actual real horror game. I don't remember how old I was, but definitely it was Silent Hill Homecoming, which now me calling that a horror game makes me laugh because it's a game, that's for sure. But I remember it must have been my first horror game because I felt like I hadn't been exposed to much horror in my life, like horror game wise. I watched it a lot, I'm pretty sure, but like I never really played it. But yeah, I remember being terrified in the cemetery level of Silent Hill Homecoming because I knew like the creepy dogs were coming for me, and I was just so scared of it. And thinking back, that's so funny. Oh my god, I just remembered. My first horror game might have been Resident Evil Remake. RE Remake for GameCube. Because my dad bought it to play, and I think I tried to play it, and I don't even think it counts because I turned it off so fast because I was so afraid. I'm pretty sure I got to the part where I walked through the hallway and the dogs jumped out of the window and I shit my pants and I turned the game off. So me actually playing through the entire thing, Homecoming, me being jump scared and turning it off, Remake. My favorite Pokemon. So I get asked this a lot, and I always have to tell people that, hey, I didn't grow up really with the game Pokemon. I never played Pokemon until I was like 16 was the first time I ever touched a Pokemon game. I watched the show, but I wasn't really like a Pokemon girly. I was a Yu-Gi-Oh girly for sure though. However, as I got older, I have ADHD. I feel like some people with ADHD, like Pokemon scratches their brain perfectly. For me, it does the opposite, and I feel like I'm like, oh, this is really cool. But then it's like that same cool thing repeatedly, and it's not different enough for my brain to be happy about it. And I feel bad about it because I know Pokemon is beloved, and I wish I loved it more, but I really don't. That being said, my favorite Pokemons are Wailord and Bellsprout. Specifically because one of the Bellsprouts in the show was named Spoopy, and the fact that Spoopy the Bellsprout exists is so heartwarming, and Spoopy just looks doofy as hell. I mean Bellsprout, but Spoopy is Bellsprout. Bellsprout looks doofy as hell, and I love a doofy pal. Is there any game or series that you haven't played yet but want to try and experience? I think my number one answer for this, I just actually started. I don't think I had started when this was asked, or maybe I had just. The Last of Us. Since I asked these questions, I have now finished the first game. And it's incredible. I absolutely love it. It's probably one of my favorite games of all time now. It's just gorgeous. But that was a game series that I had wanted to try for a while, but I just never really did because I don't know why. I guess it was in a time where I was scared to stream it because of spoilers, and I just didn't have time to play it on my own, or I didn't feel like I had time to play it on my own. Back when I really was like thinking about playing this the most was when I was in that freaking like scenario of streaming, sitting, editing, posting, then going and having my free time, which left me with very little free time. I feel like there's a lot of games that I'm slowly but surely playing off stream, but even though The Last of Us I played on stream and it's been a great time, and I'm excited to play the second one. It's gonna be really cool. First one was incredible to experience with the community, and yeah, I'm excited to play the second one. Speaking of, if you're watching this while it's posted, like right as it's posted, then I will be posting The Last of Us parts very soon-ish. So that's something to be excited about. I'm going to be posting the gameplay soon. If you're watching this way after it was posted for some reason, The Last of Us parts are up. So you should go watch those. What does your perfect day look like? Okay, so I'm gonna say my perfect day. I'm not allowing myself to involve work. Although I love it, I am not allowing myself to involve it. So, perfect day. Wake up, it's kind of early-ish. Sun is shining, it's a warmish day, but not like hot, but like perfect. I'm saying like 21 degrees Celsius. Not really windy, not windy at all, actually would be kind of nice. Sunny, 21, perfect. Beautiful weather. I would love to wake up, have my coffee, in a perfect world, I would have my coffee on like a back porch in the freaking sunshine, like a light breeze perhaps with some birds chirping. Maybe go out for like a drive, maybe a little hike, experience the day, hang out, go out for like a lunch maybe, have a nice time, come home, just, actually no, go out for a hike, have like a little lunch at home, go out for dinner, a nice little dinner, and then come home and like play video games with Max and just like hang out and have like a chill rest of the night. I feel like that's a perfect day. It's beautiful, it's sunny, it's warm, getting outside, experience the sunshine, have a little bit of a lunch, maybe have a picnic on the walk, come home, go out for dinner, and then chill out and play video games for the rest of the night and hang out. Hang out with the cats, chill. That I think is my perfect day. I'm gonna make that happen soon. We're moving on to Discord, which is gonna be incredibly brief because I feel like, I don't know what I expected, but Discord just started going off about pocket lint and shitting my pants, which I should have known. Y'all were playing off of each other and it's incredible. You know, I love all of your toe lint things that you all like really latched onto. However, I'm going to answer some of the actual questions that you had. First off, which is a little bit more maybe, would you still love us all if we were worms? Yes. Yes, I would. Because like worms are cute. I used to dig worms out of the garden when I was younger. Cute worms. I love worms. Worms are cute. Next is a question that pains me. If yellow didn't exist at all, and there were no surviving shades of it, what would your favorite color be? As you can see, I like the color yellow. If it didn't exist, which honestly, yellow hasn't been my favorite color for all that long. My favorite color before yellow was like a tealy turquoise, kind of. It like, the shades varied, but I also really love a warm earthy green. I think that would be, yes. Do you struggle with hydrating and what are your tips for staying on top of it? I do. I absolutely do. I don't know if y'all feel the same way. I feel like I go through spurts where water just doesn't taste good. It just kind of, it's like, it doesn't taste like bad. It's just like, eh. But then there's sometimes where water tastes great and I love it and I like to drink it. It's easier to drink it. I always just try to keep my water bottle like full. So I have a water bottle that I keep pretty full. I use it all the time. It's fantastic, it keeps my water really cool. It's a hydro flask. I also got a different spout for it, so you don't have to completely take off the lid every time you want to take a drink, and you can just, and it makes it so much easier. I feel like one of the biggest barriers for me in being like hydrated is just like ease of being able to drink it, which I also don't like to drink out of glasses like when I'm doing stuff actively. So like when I'm streaming, I don't like having a glass of something most of the time. So yeah, being able to store a lot of water, it being easier to drink, and just keeping it full, at least like filling it up at the start of the day and then just like getting through it during like, you know, work time. That's like my biggest thing that's helped me, even though still sometimes it's not enough and I do slack a bit, but that's what I got. Now we're gonna go on Instagram, which there's a lot here, so thank you. If you could be any inanimate object for a day, what would you be and why? I feel like, and this is weird, but I want to be a cute lamp. I love lamps. Overhead lighting is the bane of my existence, so I really, really love a cute lamp. And I feel like I would just love to be a cute lamp for a day. That would be my inanimate object. Nothing really happens. I provide people some light and then chill out. I think that's what I would be. I don't know why that answer came to me so fast. That was like almost concerningly fast. I haven't thought about this before. That was a knee-jerk answer. But it came quickly. Anyways, I'll be a lamp. When did crabs become a staple mascot for you? It's a very strange thing because I was doing, ages ago now, a like fundraiser for getting my very first DSLR on stream, and one of the things, I don't know why, I kind of latched on to the idea of a crab costume if I got the DSLR. Which I still have. It's literally sitting right beside me, by the way. This is one of its little legs. It is falling apart because it is years old. However, for some reason, I decided that I would sit down and individually cut out tons of little paper crabs, which I also still have, but they are tucked away, so I can't grab them. I still have these paper crabs that if people donated over a certain amount, they would get their name on the crab, and I decorated like the back of my room with it, and then I had this crab costume. And I think that came from the fact that I tried to do a crab walk on, I did a crab walk on stream once, and then it became an alert with the Crab Rave song, and it just is, I think it's still there, but I'm not sure. Yeah, that turned into more crab related things, and then for some reason, it just kind of like, I don't know, it just never went away, and I just kind of leaned into it. So yeah, that's what I did. More crab stuff, all that good stuff. It was really funny, it made me laugh. But yeah, we still rocking with the crab, you know? Top music artists. So this is really wild. I feel like I have a little bit of a grab bag to just hold on to answer quick when people ask, but I feel like my favorite musicians that I can kind of just put on whatever and listen to whenever have to be Radiohead, Depeche Mode, and Tool. Very strange, I know. But I feel like I love a lot of different music and things like that, but I feel like I always circle back to Radiohead, Depeche Mode, and Tool as like some of my absolute favorites. And yeah, I feel like I could probably go more in depth and give you more answers, but those are my top 3 easy picks. What's your favorite breakfast food? I really love a full breakfast. And you know what? I just rather put a picture. This is like what I love. Sausages, egg, home fries, toast. That is my favorite breakfast. It's rare. I only ever get it at restaurants because I don't make it at home. But if I go for breakfast, that's usually what I can get. That's usually what I get if I can get something. Otherwise, I love a good eggs benny. A good eggs benny is my favorite thing on this goddamn planet. Oh my god, you will rock my socks off with a good eggs benny. Holy titties. So good, so fantastic. Mwah, incredible. Anyhow, those are the Q&A questions that you wanted to ask me. There was way less work-related ones than I was expecting. I was expecting way more in regards to my career, but I like that y'all just wanted to know little things about me. That made me smile. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you're having a beautiful day. I hope you continue to have a beautiful day. If you don't already sub to the channel, you should do so. It's like over there somewhere. I don't know. Click the sub button, click the bell, do the YouTube things. I've got all my other social medias and stuff in the description down below as well, and link to my Twitch if you want to come and hang out with me and the Beans live. If you haven't already done that, we'd love to have you. I think it's a great freaking vibe over there, and it would be fun to vibe and hang out. But yeah, have an incredible rest of your day. Thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with me, and have a fantastic freaking day. Bye!